2, 1. Alright, welcome back to episode 23. This one is another annoying mountain and foresty battle that's kind of fucking you up. Those Dullahans luckily have Blaze 3 instead of Desoul, because they would be huge bitches if they had Desoul, but they're still Necromancers with Desoul.
They have, that Dullahan has a mobility ring.
Yeah, he gave them mobility rings, so now they have increased movement.
And I'm assuming they can't drop those.
No, unfortunately.
Damn. Yeah, but I was saying last part, Musashi and Hanzao get promoted and they get these just powerful gods of destruction. Musashi has one of the highest healths of any character, has massive attack. He's just pure attack and health, great defense too. And then Hanzao, we'll see later, he's a ninja. He gets massive attack, high speed, and then he has magics. He has attack boost magic. He's got shield magic and Desoul. I think Desoul level 2, I want to say. Yeah, so that ends up just being my best strategy when I used him. It would just be he'd be the quickest person on my team, so I'd have him run forward and take out 4 or 5 dudes with Desoul level 2, just one attack.
Yeah, because Desoul works the same way as anything else. It's magic resistance. If they don't have magic resistance, they're getting their souls stealing. In this game, he gets Desoul too, but it is much more inaccurate.
And you're using him in this game?
I'm going to use him, yeah. Balbury is going to get replaced by Hanzao later on, just because they're both about the same level of sword fighter. They're both quick sword fighters, but I think I prefer the magic to the flying, because I already have 3 flying characters, even without Balbury, so.
Oh, Jesus.
He crit twice, this asshole.
This goddamn Dullahan.
And there's not much you can do. I mean, they're in range of hitting you basically from the start of the fight because of those movement rings. So you just gotta be careful.
If they are they like normal knights if they don't have a mobility ring? Are they hurt by the forest and mountain?
I think they ignore the forest and mountain, but they only start with like 5 movement. But now they have 7, so they're like centaurs that aren't affected by the forest. They have quite a bit of mobility in this fight.
Headless, sword-wielding centaurs.
Yes.
I wonder if Gong can kill one in a single hit.
Not even Gong can one-hit kill these guys now. We're at the part of the game where it starts getting a little tougher.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Should use Desoul level 2 on these assholes.
I only have Desoul level 1. Sadly.
Oh, no.
I think they resist frost magic, so that was a kind of a mistake, actually.
I was going to say, are you just that weak, or do they resist?
No, undead resist ice magic, I believe, and I didn't think about that.
Well, that makes sense if they're undead. I guess they'd be weak to fire then.
Yeah. Look at that, Blob got a level and didn't get any stats. I was so mad. But I hadn't saved Scum, so just had to stick with it.
Yeah, idiot. Should save Scum every single move, just in case.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, obviously. I was a little upset.
Oh, 31 is pretty good with the katana.
Oh, yeah. He's not exactly like Sword of Light level. Funny story, you can equip Balbury of the Sword of Light and Darkness. I'm pretty sure you can anyway.
Why don't you do that? That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I forgot to do that, but you only have the Sword of Light and Darkness for one fight in the game before they get combined into the Chaos Breaker. But for that fight, you can hand the sword of one of the sword your hero isn't using off to any sword wielding character, which is kind of hilarious. And I forgot to show that because that would have been too cool.
Damn, I don't know if you can do that in the remake. I never try it.
I think you can. I don't know why you would, but you can.
Well, I mean, put on the dark sword on your hero and give.
Well,
give
because cursed weapons make you completely useless in the remake. So.
What the fuck? You just auto-tuned. You just auto-tuned extremely hard. I couldn't even hear you. What did you say?
Cursed weapons make you useless in the remake because you can't attack at all. So
yeah,
there's like no reason to do it.
Not if you use that ring, but oh wait,
you don't get the ring until after the
Oh, well, fuck it. Oh, you should have done it in this game then. It's the only opportunity.
I don't do that, but I do show off a couple of the cursed weapons later on. And I do show off the Sword of Darkness in the Chaos fight. Because we did it after. I filmed the Chaos fight after we docked yesterday, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never. I probably used it once in this game and, never used it again, so I kind of forget what it even looks like.
Yeah, it's just kind of like. They both look like lightsabers. It doesn't help that the remake actually calls it lightsaber. Like, lightsaber spelled differently, but we all know.
we know what you're trying to pull here. Yeah, that's trying to remember. I thought they called it the lightsaber.
They do in the remake, but it's so silly. Like, come on.
They know what they're doing. They should have known. Yeah, this fight's not so bad. With your flying characters able to move people.
Yeah.
Move them around.
As always, like the only thing you have to be careful for is not getting too far ahead of the group because they'll get cut off. But other than that, pretty easy.
Tell them you're gonna use fire on the. Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, this time I'm like, oh, maybe I should use fire instead. And
yeah, that looks more effective. I'd say.
It's not super effective, but it at least is not resisted, so it was enough for the kill.
Backstab the goddamn Belial here. Oh.
Look at that level up.
Jesus Christ, defense by 9.
Yeah, so his level ups hadn't been getting him much defense, so it just kind of made up for it. And now he has the same defense as Blue. He doesn't get much more defense than that, but I guess whatever quota he has for defense, it was just like, oh man, oops, we're behind that on that, so this level up, just give him a lot of defense.
Well, so I wonder if there's some secret little thing that says he needs to have this much defense by level, so and so, and then if he doesn't have it, just fucking gives him 9 in the level before, something like that.
I've seen up to 10 with one level up. When I grind Adam off screen, he gets 10 attack at one point.
Good lord.
So he did the interesting thing with Adam and Aleph and Tarasu, which I like. They come at a higher level than they did, but they came at like a pathetically low level for you to use them originally. And when they get promoted, they gain all their stats very quickly, and then they kind of cap off. From like 11 to 20, they only gain a couple of points in stats. So that means you can use them kind of right away without having to do too much grinding, which is nice. I grind anyway because I like it, but...
Yeah, that was one of my issues with... I always wanted to use Tarasu and Aleph and Adam, but you get them so low level, it's just not even worth the grind.
It's much better in this version, that's for sure. Also, I don't use Tarasu in the remake because he looks so fucking stupid, it's distracting.
No, yeah. I think in the remake, Adam would be their last character you get. But in this one, I think it's Hands Out.
Yeah, Adam's the last character you get in the remake.
Yeah, so by that point, I'm just like, got a full team.
He takes a lot. He's worth it, I think, but he takes some work because A, you have to plan to use it from the beginning because you only get the 2 movement raising items, and you have to be like, all right, I'm saving this one for Adam, and then B, you have to do a lot of training. He comes at level 16 in this, level 10 in the remake. So even with 16, you have to get, 4 levels, then promote, and then 10 more levels or whatever, so...
Yeah, but also at the same time, you get him in, the last chapters, or the last fight of chapter 7, or something like that. It's just... Second to last. It's just like, well, you only got 1 chapter left, you're almost... What's the point of putting all that effort in just for him to be in a few fights?
Yeah, well, I'll convert you to the Church of Adam by the time we get him, trust me. He's really good.
Yeah, we'll see. So where are we going again right now?
Yeah, we're going to the Tower of the Ancients because Dark Soul is doing something vague and nefarious at the Tower of the Ancients, and I'm not sure we get much more explanation than that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm trying to think of what he's doing over there, and I can't remember.
Me neither, because technically. Or the little girl said he has everything he needs to unlock the seal, but I guess he needs to do one more thing in the Tower of the Ancients now for some reason. I think he might be trying to raise the castle.
This is This. Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Maybe.
I can't remember.
The translated script in being used probably doesn't have it anyway. So, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll get to that later. Where you going, Domingo? Attack him.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to hide because Domingo is he has a little better defense than other mages, but he's still pretty frail. So,
God damn.
I want to get him out of the firing line.
That fire dragon must be weak to ice.
Yeah, it's at least neutral. It's definitely working out.
Also, 8 damage from poison. Is it based on a percentage or is it?
Yeah, now it does a percentage of your health every turn. What's 55 divided by 8? That's like a seventh.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like a seventh of your health, I guess.
How do you get poisoned? I wasn't even paying attention.
The wyvern attack can poison you, which I think is new.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't think the wyvern has any kind of status, inflicting effects or attacks.
He also took detox away from everyone but Lao, so now that's kind of Lao's purpose, I guess. I still don't use Lao, but he can cure your poisons. Your detox also removes any other status effect now, which is what happens in Shining Force 2.
Oh wow!
But if there are other status effects, they don't get used much. Well, I guess there's the sleep one. Sleep and poison are the main ones, and detox can cure both of those, which I didn't remember or show off at any point.
Oh damn!
So just trust me.
Yeah, I was gonna say sleep. I didn't think had a cure. I never remembered a way to cure sleep. I just kind of had to wait it out.
Yeah, I don't think it functions like that in the GBA. So detox is very useless because there's only one status that it cures, and only a few enemies can do it.
Well, what other status effects are there? There's elude. Can you get hit where you miss a lot more or something like that?
Yeah, you can. Though it's basically useless, but you can be eluded. You can be put to sleep, and you can be poisoned.
So detox, and he can't. Okay, and Lao can't learn aura in this version.
No, he can't learn aura in any version. He also is the only one who gets an area of effect quick spell, which buffs your defense and speed. So, I mean, you can't do some things. I just personally prefer aura.
Yeah, he just seems like really designed to be your main support kind of character.
Yeah, his healing is more limited. He's got more support options. That's a good way to put it.
He could be support, and then you could have Chris or Tarasu as the.
Now, if Lao got shield instead of like slow, then he would be really interesting as a support character. But he doesn't. He does not. So sucks to be him.
And you're replacing Chris with Tarasu. Is that right?
Yeah, Tarasu. Tarasu gets Aura 4. Which I show it off a couple of times, but you can stand in one spot and heal everyone in your party. It only does 40 to 42, but that's still pretty useful. I mean, as you can see, Lyle right here, he's only got 42 health anyway, so it's like it would be a pure heal for some people, or a full heal for some of the party.
Does Aura 3 do a full heal, or does it also only do like the 40-something?
It also only does like 40-something.
Oh, well,
so
there you go.
Tarasu's more useful than Chris in that way. And he also gets a brand new spell for this game called Renew. And Renew is an area of effect full heal.
Oh, wow.
It has a high magic cost as a result, but there is no spell in the game that is a full heal except for Tarasu's Renew. Even heal 4 has a cap of like 60, which is functionally full, but still not completely full.
I think in the remake, Aura 4 heals every full health.
It might, just because the remake is fucking like broken, you know, as we've discussed multiple times.
Or at least it heals so much that it feels like a full heal.
In the remake, your characters also, their stats are worse. Like, I don't think you get to 80 HP on anyone in the remake. It kind of is like 60 HP, right?
Yeah, no.
Except for maybe Musashi.
I don't think so. I mean, that's if they were trying to balance it out by giving everyone lower stats, they didn't really do their job too well.
Yeah, it kind of felt like they were trying to do that, but then they just made it easier anyway.
Minotaur, Jesus.
You know, Kokichi's lagging behind right now because he's got the Chrome Lance, and I gave Arthur the Halberd. so it's unfortunate. But until I get the second Valkyrie in Chapter 8, there is always going to be one knight who's a little behind the other. I usually give him the power ring to compensate for it.
Is that club added in this version?
Yeah, it's added in, and now the Minotaurs have a 2 square attack range.
Good God.
Yeah, and they're a lot tougher. Even when the Minotaurs show up in the base game, it's like by that point they're doing 1 damage because my defense is so high. Like the base game is not balanced well at all, as we've discussed.
Yeah, the Minotaur were not very, were not a scary enemy to come across. Oh, do they only have Desoul? I didn't even realize.
And this is a 2-for-1. This might be the first time I get 2-for-1 on the Desoul, but I thought I was out of range of the Necromancer, but I wasn't.
God damn.
So yeah, and that's scary. He has a lot more cast of Desoul. So I'm suddenly like, oh shit, gotta kill the Necromancer.
Now I see why your hero so bravely ran away.
Yeah, nothing worse than being Desouled as the main character.
Brave Sir Robin. I wonder how the game would be balanced if there was like a bring a character back to life on the field spell, like an anti-Desoul, a re-soul, if you will.
Re-soul.
Like if they have a ghost on the battlefield and only Tarasu can bring back 1 character per fight or something.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I just hate my biggest gripe. I think the battle system and everything is that it's insta kill for if your hero dies. Like I said before, you know. Oh god, looks like Blau was having a little seizure there. He was just kind of twitching. As I said before, I don't like how the hero can, dies and the whole battle's over. When you can easily bring people back to life with the power of money.
Power of money.
In the town.
Yeah.
Why
don't play Fire Emblem.
For you?
Fire Emblem is like this, but with permadeath, from what I hear.
Well, no. See, I'm okay with permadeath because that makes sense. Like, if they're dead, they're dead. This is in between, and only in the case of your hero is it actual permadeath. Yeah, somewhat. That's what true. I don't like is how it's trying to play it both ways, trying to swing both ways there. No, permadeath would be interesting. I mean, you'd have to have a lot more characters to make up for it if people died.
I think I've never played the Fire Emblem game, so I don't really know, but I think they have a large roster of characters, and like, not like 8 different centaurs like this game has, but like balanced characters where you have 3 to 4 of everyone. That's what I think anyway. I'm not sure.
I wonder if you were so bad you could have every character die and just lose the entire game.
Alright, here's why I don't go for Desoul much. It just doesn't work. Rip.
The Grim Reaper only wants to help the enemies, not you.
Yeah. Although, funny story, every mage I'll end up with will have Desoul. Because I'm gonna have Aleph, Domingo, and Hanzo all have Desoul. Well, Hanzo isn't really a mage, but the point is I'll have 3 people who have Desoul.
Does Aleph learn Desoul in the normal game, or is that added?
Huh. I think so.
Wow, maybe
she was always the best mage. She always had Blaze, Freeze, Bolt, and Desoul. Like, she was the most pure offense.
Blaze, Bolt... Wait, Blaze, Bolt, Freeze, and Desoul?
Yeah, but she only gets Freeze and Bolt to like level 2. But she gets Bolt to level 4. And her biggest problem was that Bolt costs like 20 magic points and she doesn't have very many. She would only get to like 60. So it was just like, well fuck, what do I do now? But in the remake she gets a lot more magic points, so she can use Bolt for like 4 to 5 times.
Damn, Domingo, you're just this one high priest is really just your enemy here. You can't handle him.
Yeah.
Magic
Valkyrie
fails.
gets him though.
Your attacks fail. Just really fail in general.
I'm gonna go back and heal him in between fights, but I don't want to show that, so we're just gonna go to the next fight.
You get your new characters now, though, right?
No, not until after this fight. That's the Devil Lance. It does as much damage as the Valkyrie, but it's 1 square and you get cursed, so I'm not going to use it.
But it does cast shield.
And that Turbo Pepper is the movement increasing item I've been talking about.
This fight. Oh god, this fight.
Yep, well, let's talk about it in the next part.